Hi, friends. It's taken me a couple of days of processing and thinking to really be where I am with some of this coronavirus stuff that is affecting all of us right now. I know that when we look at this on a global and national level, there are so many big issues that we're all part of and that we're all looking at and facing. But I don't want to miss the fact that there are so many personal realities of things that we are dealing with, and that each of us are mourning in different ways. When I think about my life, I've spent my entire career trying to encourage and to say to people, you are beautiful, your life is an amazing story, you are heroic, go out and do something. Go out and make an impact. And there is a level right now where the coronavirus is forcing us all to say, nope, don't go out. In fact, stay in, quarantine, isolate, don't go out and do things. I'm fully aware, don't misunderstand the importance and wisdom of us doing that. But on a psychological level, this reality goes against everything in my gut that I have wanted to say to myself and to others for so many years. I have spent a big part of my career encouraging and inspiring people to gather, to come together, to be in spaces in close proximity together, to celebrate life, to inspire hope in their community, to watch movies and raise money for charity and hear speeches. And right now, we can't do any of that. The number just keeps going down. It was 1,000, don't gather more than 1,000. Then it was don't gather more than 200. And then it's don't gather more than 10. If it goes any smaller, some of us with large families are going to have to start kicking people out. That is so opposite of what I have spent my life and my energy doing in the world. It's hard for me to process that. I travel around hugging people. That's what I do. Inviting people to hug me and for me to hug them back. And right now, I can't hug anybody except the 3 people living in my house here that I'm on day 5 of quarantine with. I get it. I understand why. But that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt me to process that reality, to understand in my soul that that is where we are. And I fear that even though that's important right now, that it creates a sense at the deepest level in all of us that we are a danger to each other, that the world is not safe, you are not safe, and that other people are not safe for you to connect with. I know we don't want that to happen. That is not our heart right now, and we're doing these things because they are important for us physically, but I do fear that. And that affects the way I feel. So in a very personal way, this is difficult for me. The coronavirus has really hurt my feelings. And I know I'm not the only one. I know you have your own stories of things in your world that are being affected and impacted right now that are losses for you. Maybe you are afraid for your health right now or for the health of someone you love. Maybe you're really in a situation where there's a lot of unknowns and you just don't know what's going on. And there's a lot of fear and anxiety in that. Maybe, like my oldest son, you are a senior in high school and you're really not going to get your senior year. And that's really hard. Maybe, like my youngest son, you've spent months practicing to be a lead in a musical or in some sort of performance, and now that is postponed inevitably, and you really don't know what will happen. Maybe you're an entrepreneur who has spent decades building something, and you have now spent the past few days dismantling it. Or maybe you're a brand new entrepreneur who just a few months ago put your life savings into something or took out a massive loan, and now you're watching that dream, that reality, go to nothing. Maybe you live paycheck to paycheck and you've lost your job, and you're not sure what's going to happen next week and how you're going to take care of the people that you love. There's a big global level of this, but there's also a very personal one. And if you are mourning right now, I want to say that's okay. It is okay for you to need a moment to sit down and have a good cry. I've had several. Not just for me, but for all of those reasons and all of those people and for all of us, and feeling that fear and anxiety and uncertainty. It's okay to feel that way. But I wish today that I could have a conversation with the coronavirus. Because if I could, I would say, you are having your moment. You're talking a lot of trash. You're getting all the headlines. And this is what everyone is talking about and consumed with. And you have us in a corner and feeling so many fears and uncertainties, and often feeling powerless and feeling alone and disconnected. But it's only a moment, because very soon this is going to be done. We're going to get through this. And if you thought I hugged a lot of people before, you've seen nothing yet. If you thought I brought a lot of people together before in the name of inspiration and compassion, and kindness, and charity, I'm just getting started. And I have so many people now that when the time is right, that I'm gonna whisper in their ear, I'm gonna shout in my loudest voice, you matter. Your life matters, your work matters, you are important. Go out in the world and do something great. So today I'm resting. I'm preparing. I'm thinking. But I am not losing my passion and my hope in my heart. And I invite you to join me in that place. Today, as we sit in a lot of uncertainty, in a lot of unknowns, I invite you to not give up, to not despair, to not lose heart, but to get ready. To take care of yourself, to think, to plan, to pray, to be quiet, to hear your own voice, and to hear the voices of others. Because one day, soon, the fire, the battle, it's going to get quiet again. And you and I are going to have that opportunity together to to rush onto the battlefield, and we will take back every inch that we have lost, and we will gain even more ground together. And I want to be able to look over at you and see that hope and that passion in your eyes as we charge together to do great things in the days ahead. And so, my dear friend, get ready, because we're not done. This is just our moment to get ready, to prepare, and to move forward together. I love you. I see you. I'm grateful for you. And I look forward to seeing what we will do together in the world ahead.